if you can understand what it is about the diet, about the lifestyle that's so important, you could actually take that woman in San Francisco and reduce her risk of breast cancer by a third.
You've probably heard a lot about how your diet affects your health. But have you ever considered that what you eat every day could be the deciding factor between living a healthy life or facing the risk of cancer? Recent research has revealed that certain foods you consume could actually be feeding cancer cells, helping them grow faster and stronger. Imagine this. Inside your body, cancer cells are silently hungry, waiting for the right fuel to help them multiply. Unfortunately, the foods you eat on a daily basis may be providing that fuel. What if we could stop feeding them and possibly stop their growth? This could save your life. Dr. Jason Fung has pointed out that many of the foods in our modern diet are the very things that nourish cancer cells. In this video, I'll be revealing the 5 worst foods you need to avoid right now if you want to reduce your cancer risk. But this isn't just baseless warning. Dr. Fung's research and scientific studies will make you rethink everything you put on your plate. Also, I'll be sharing some of Dr. Fung's special nutritional strategies to help minimize your risk of cancer. So what are you going to do to protect your health? Stick around and watch the video till the end to discover how you can fight cancer right from your plate. 1. Why does diet matter so much for cancer risk? Before we dive into the specific foods, it's important to understand why diet has such a significant impact on cancer development. Cancer is not just a genetic disease, it is also closely linked to lifestyle factors, diet, and especially obesity. Dr. Fung's research has shown that obesity is directly connected to a higher risk of many types of cancer, including breast cancer, colon cancer, liver cancer, and more. When you carry excess fat, particularly abdominal fat, it creates a state of chronic inflammation in the body. This inflammatory environment is ideal for cancer cells to thrive. Inflammation not only weakens your immune system, but also creates an imbalance in your hormones, one of the key factors that increase cancer risk. Moreover, insulin, a hormone responsible for regulating blood sugar, plays a critical role. Dr. Fung has shown that when your body becomes insulin resistant, insulin levels rise, and this can stimulate the growth of cancer cells. Cancer cells need glucose to survive and grow, and insulin helps increase blood sugar, effectively providing fuel for them. When insulin becomes dysregulated, cancer cells can grow faster and more aggressively. 2. How your diet can feed cancer cells. In your body, cancer cells have a very specific appetite. They only crave one type of fuel, glucose, sugar. Cancer cells will absorb glucose much faster than normal cells. This is why foods that cause blood sugar spikes will help cancer cells grow more rapidly. This is where the famous Warburg effect comes into play, discovered by Otto Warburg. He revealed that cancer cells have a unique ability to use glucose as their primary energy source instead of oxygen, unlike normal cells. This means that foods that elevate your blood sugar, such as sugar, refined carbohydrates, or high glycemic index foods, will create an ideal environment for cancer cells to grow. So how can we stop feeding them? The answer lies in changing your diet. The foods you eat could be your best defense against cancer. 3. The 5 worst foods that nourish cancer cells. 1. Sugar. The #1 enemy of health. Sugar is likely the first thing Dr. Fung points out as a serious threat to our bodies. Sugar is the silent killer in most people's diets. When you consume too much sugar, you're not only harming healthy cells, but also feeding cancer cells. As mentioned earlier, cancer cells thrive on glucose, sugar. When you eat sugary foods, your body produces insulin to regulate your blood sugar. However, if sugar is continually introduced into the body, insulin will have to keep working, encouraging cancer cell growth. The Warburg effect suggests that cancer cells need high levels of glucose to thrive. This makes sugar the perfect fuel for cancer cells. Studies have also shown that people with obesity and type 2 diabetes are at a higher risk of cancer because of their consistently high insulin levels. Switching refined sugar for natural sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit is a great way to reduce cancer risk while still enjoying sweetness in your life. Take the case of Sarah, a woman in her 40s who was diagnosed with breast cancer. Despite her healthy appearance, Sarah had a diet rich in sugary snacks and soft drinks. After undergoing chemotherapy, she realized the importance of nutrition and began cutting out refined sugars from her diet. With better dietary choices, she found improvements in her energy levels and overall health. This story highlights the crucial role of diet in managing cancer risk. 2. Refined carbohydrates, foods that have lost their nutritional value. Refined carbohydrates, such as white bread, pasta, and white rice, cause a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. These foods have been stripped of fiber and essential nutrients, making them easy to digest and quickly absorbed. This leads to a sudden rise in glucose and insulin, providing a rich energy source for cancer cells. Instead of refined carbs, try switching to whole grains like oats, quinoa, and leafy greens. These foods not only help stabilize your blood sugar levels, but also provide fiber and essential nutrients for your body. Example advice. Dr. Fung suggests eating more fiber-rich foods such as leafy greens and legumes. They not only keep your blood sugar steady, but also promote a healthy gut microbiome, which plays a role in reducing cancer risks. 3. High glycemic index foods, the perfect fuel for cancer cells. Foods with a high glycemic index, such as sugary cereals, pastries, and processed snacks, cause rapid spikes in your blood sugar. When blood sugar levels rise, your body releases insulin to cope, fueling cancer cells to grow faster. Switching to low glycemic foods like broccoli, spinach, or avocado can help keep your blood sugar levels steady and reduce the likelihood of fueling cancer cell growth. John, a man in his mid-50s, had a diet full of high glycemic foods. After experiencing pre-diabetes and having a family history of cancer, he made the switch to low glycemic foods and began seeing improvements in his blood sugar levels. His doctor also noted a reduction in the inflammation markers in his body, which was a sign of lowered cancer risk. 4. Processed meats. Silent time bombs in your diet. Processed meats like bacon, sausages, and deli meats contain preservatives such as nitrates and nitrites, which, when consumed, can lead to DNA mutations and increase cancer risk. When processed meats are grilled or fried at high temperatures, these substances react with proteins and create nitrosamines, which are potent carcinogens. Instead of processed meats, opt for organic meats, grass-fed beef, or plant-based proteins like tofu and lentils. These choices are free from harmful preservatives and are much healthier alternatives. Advice: try reducing your consumption of processed meats gradually and replace them with healthier protein sources like fish, chicken, and plant-based proteins. 5. Processed fats, a hidden danger. Processed fats, especially omega-6 fatty acids found in vegetable oils and packaged foods, can trigger chronic inflammation in your body, which is a key factor in cancer development. These fats, when heated, create free radicals that can damage cells and DNA, increasing the risk of cancer. Switch to healthier fats like olive oil, avocado oil, and coconut oil. These oils contain healthy fats that help reduce inflammation and support overall health. Conclusion: start making changes today. What you eat today will determine your health tomorrow. Cutting out harmful foods like sugar, refined carbohydrates, and processed meats could be the first step in reducing your cancer risk. Instead, focus on incorporating fiber-rich foods, healthy fats, and organic proteins into your diet. In addition, adopting nutrition strategies such as the ketogenic diet and intermittent fasting can help reduce cancer cell growth. In fact, creating an environment in your body that is unfriendly to cancer cells is one of the most powerful ways to prevent the disease. Start making small changes in your diet today, and you'll be taking significant steps to protect your health, not just for today, but for the future. Final story example. Meet Lisa, a woman who was diagnosed with early-stage ovarian cancer. After surgery and chemotherapy, she started following Dr. Fung's dietary advice and adopted a low-sugar, high-fiber diet. 3 years later, Lisa remains cancer-free and is now an advocate for dietary changes that help prevent cancer.